Field is set. Caution lights out. The American Racing Tire 75 ready to have at it as they come off of turn number 4. Mike Rotundo, last year's Rookie of the Year. The 3 of Jeremy Lilly. Sit up on the point. There's a green flag. We're underway. Down into turn 1, and Rotundo gets the jump. Here comes Lilly back down to the inside as they head down the backstretch.
Down the backstretch. The battle is up front. Radical Rick Martin in the 4th position. He's on the outside. Up front, it's Rotundo. It's Lilly battling for the lead. Give the lead to the 48 down the backstretch.
Lilly down to the bottom. Dive bombs into 3 and 4. Takes over the lead. As they come off the corner, the 0 of Spencer right there in tow. Takes a look down to the inside.
Off of turn 2, out front, it's that black and hot pink number 3. Jeremy Lilly, your leader, into 3 and 4 as Mike Rotundo follows in tow for second.
Rotundo works the bottom lane, trying to get a run underneath Rick Martin as they battle there. Martin to the outside of Spencer, down the back straightaway. Into 3 and 4 they go. Lilly sets the pace off the corner. Rotundo holding on for second while Spencer works the inside.
Out front, Lilly, your leader, in off of 2 down the back stretches. We have a spinner, Spencer on the back stretch there on a 2.
Kenny Spencer's a back end snap out from underneath them as he goes around down off of turn number 2. We're slowed up for the first time. 3 laps up on the board. And we will of Brightman on the outside of road number 2. Jenison sits 5th as we get ready to go. 6 is Colby Fournier. There's a green flag off the corner. We're underway. Lilly down on the inside, trying to get back to the top. Look at Rotundo work that outside as a cost off at turn number 2.
Here comes the battle for the lead. It's a hornet's nest up front. Lilly, your leader. Rotundo runs second. Radical Rick Martin runs third. And right there in that 28, that is Mike Brightman looking for that 3rd position from Radical Rick down into 3 and 4.
Martin down on the inside of Rotundo looking for that number 2 spot while Mike works that top lane. They make contact, beating and banging down into turn 1. They drift up. Jenison trying to get to the run to the inside. The 48 slides up the racetrack, loses a host of positions. Brightman has to follow. Pelland caught up as well. As they come down the front straightaway, battle for a second. Jenison to the inside of Martin.
Rotundo is all over the place. Not sure if he had a problem, just got loose, but he is dive bombed to the back of the pack as he got into it with Rick Martin over in 3 and 4 last time around. Rick Martin now runs second.
Down the backstretch they go, and the field thunders down into 3 and 4. 3rd is Jenison, taking a look to the inside of Martin one more time off of turn number 4. Darling is 4th. 5th is Renegado. 6 is a battle with the 46 of down low. That is Dylan Estrella trying to get underneath the 47 of Dick Benoit.
The battle is for second position right now. Rick Martin has the position, but here comes Mark Jenison. Down the backstretch, the battle for second intensifies between Martin and Jenison as they are door-to-door off 4.
Wheel to wheel down into turn number 1 as they race side by side. The 3 of Lilly has gotten away in a big way. Jenison trying to edge out. Martin keeping him honest off of turn number 4 and down to the stripe. Martin's going to hold on to the number 2 spot into 1 and 2. Darling waiting for an opening. So is the 17 of Renegado as they hit turn 3.
Down into turn 3. Jeremy Lilly is checked down at the front of the field. The battle continues to be intense between Jenison and Radical Rick Martin. Martin has the second position by a nose as they go into 3 and 4.
Martin doing a great job hanging on the outside, edging out Jenison each and every lap. That week off has really worked well for the 50-year veteran as he holds on to the number 2 spot down into turn number 3.
15 laps on the board for Jeremy Lilly, your leader. 60 laps to go here in the American Racer 75 as there's contact over in turns 1 and 2. They get bottlenecked and continue to work under the green.
Dylan Estrella tried to squeeze underneath the 17 of Renegado, but that door shut. They made contact, and the 46 has the right front tire rubbing up against the fender, and it looks like he's got to get the black flag when he comes back around. Here comes Dave Darling down to the inside of Mark Jenison, looking for the number 3 spot.
As the smoke continues to pick up for Dylan Estrella, he is going to get the black flag. Out front, Jeremy Lilly, your leader, as the battle for second starts to intensify between Dave Darling and Rick Martin now.
Dave Darling with a rocket ship down on the inside. Water whizzes his way up into the number 2 spot. Here comes a Renegado following through for 3rd. Jenison trying to work himself down low. He'll take over fourth. Martin back to fifth with Brightman sixth. Pelland seventh. Eighth is the 47 of Benoit. Ninth is Kevin Casper. And 10th is Mike Rotundo.
As they continue, the high line worked for Rick Martin for a while, but he has dropped back to the fifth position. They are single file right now for the top 10 positions throughout here at Seekonk.
Right now, Dave Darling is running about 3/10 of a second faster than the 3. There's the caution flag once again for the 0 of Kenny Spencer. Second time the back end is snapped out, around, sits down in the infield. Field thunders off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come. Jeremy Lilly down on the inside. Dave Darling up top. Darling motors by up on the outside. He takes over the lead. Tries to shut the door. Lilly opens up the bottom. Here comes a Renegado taking a look down low.
Down into turn 1. Dave Darling has taken the lead. Jeremy Lilly runs second as he has his hands full with Vinny Arenagato down into 3.
Mike Brightman down low coming to life as he works the inside of Jenison looking for fourth. They make contact down the front straightaway. Here comes Pelland underneath Jenison looking for fifth down the backstretch. Benoit in tow into 3.
And off of 4. Dave Darling, your leader. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Vinny Arenagato, he runs second now down the backstretch.
Virtual exact times the last time around the 3rd mile. Jeremy Lilly has his hands full, slides up the racetrack. The 28 of Brightman gets a nose up underneath, looks for that 3rd spot as they roll down off of turn number 2. Battle for 3rd into 3 and 4. Pelland sits 5th as they come off the corner. Brightman looks for the advantage. Lilly has it at the stripe, that time for 3rd.
The battle for 3rd position goes down the backstretch. Brightman and Lilly, they continue to battle nose to nose, door to door. Off of turn 4, though, Dave Darling and Vinny Arenagato, they are out front 1-2.
Lilly right behind, settles in behind Brightman for 4th. Shuts the door on a hard charging Bobby Pelland. Pelland trying to go to work there. Off the corner they come, 28 laps up on the board. The top 2 have broken away. Virtual exact lap times. Darling not able to get away from a Renegado, but Vinny not able to close in on those 52.
Here we go, off of 4. It's single file, positions 1 through 3. The battle now picks up for that 4th position. Lilly has his hands full with Bobby Pelland as they go down the backstretch.
Pelland sneaking a peek down to the inside as they hit turn 3. Pelland down low, edges up, even Steven as they hit turn number 1. Lilly up top, Pelland down low as they drag race down the back straightaway. Lilly has a half a car length advantage into 3.
Off of turn number 4, the leaders come. Lilly with the advantage over Pelland.
Trouble off of turn 4. The back end snaps out from underneath Mike Rotundo. He goes around just before the start-finish line, and that's going to close up the field as the caution comes out at lap number 30. Dave Darling, Vinny Arenagato to bring the field down off of turn number 4. Up on the throttle they come. Green is out. Darling gets a great jump. Leads it down into the corner. Here comes the 28 of Brightman trying to squeeze in down to the inside. That's the battle for 2nd. Down into turn number 3.
Off of turn 4, Dave Darling, your leader. Vinny Arenagato in contact between Vinny and the 28. He's into the wall in 1.
The Renegado backs it into the wall up in turn number 1 after he and Mike Brightman made contact heading into the corner. Caution flag is out. And row, Pelland and Jenison, row number 2. Up on the throttle. Here we go one more time. Pelland jumps out front. Darling jumps out front. Pelland fills the hole down to the inside. Lilly battles back up top.
Here comes Lilly in the 2nd position as Darling has a rear view mirror full of that 3 and Bobby Pelland trying to check himself into it. Out front, it's all Dave Darling down the backstretch.
Darling out front, Lilly sits 2nd. That car is good on the early runs. We'll see how it is on the long run with Pelland sitting about a car length behind. Jenison and Benoit rounding out the top 5. Battle for 6th down the backstretch. Martin squeezes it up. Here comes Billy Brady underneath Kevin Casper as the 16 of Colby Fornia was working the outside, sliding back up top.
Out front, single file, positions 1 through 6 as the yellow comes out.
Jenison, Benoit, and Martin, your top 6 cars up on the throttle. Green flag is out. We're back underway. Darling, no surprise there, jumps up front. sets the pace, but look at Lilly try to hang tight up on the outside as they hit turn 3.
Down into 3, contact between Lilly and Darling for the lead. That's going to open the door for Bobby Pelland across the stripe.
Pelland slides in down to the inside, takes over the lead, down off of turn number 2. Darling up on the outside, Jenison right there in third as they hit 3 and 4.
Off of turn 4. Bobby Pelland, your leader, as contact between Jeremy Lilly and Dave Darling over in turn 3 has changed the front runners here. But here comes Darling back on the outside across the stripe. He's your leader again.
Darling not going to be denied. Back out to the top of the leaderboard. Set tail down the back straightaway. Up front, second place is Bobby Pelland. Third is Mark Jenison. Lilly back to fourth. Benoit rounds out the top 5. The pole sitter of Mike Rotundo has worked himself through the field up to 6th. 7th is Martin. 8th is a battle. Billy Brady down low. Colby Fournier up top. Fournier getting the advantage there as we've hit the halfway point.
Halfway home. Dave Darling, your leader. Bobby Pelland, the third, runs second. Mark Jenison in third. Jeremy Lilly in fourth as they are single file up front here across the stripe. 39 laps on the board.
Lilly has found something that works for him up on the outside as they come down the back straightaway. He continues to work that second groove. They roll down. It's a 3 and 4. Benoit has not been able to take advantage of that situation as he continues to sit in that number 5 spot.
Out front, Darling continues to lead. The battle heats up between Jeremy Lilly and Dick Benoit right now for that 4th position as the caution flag flies.
One car around down the back straightaway, and we are slowed up once again, 41.
Green flag back in the air. Out front, Dave Darling, your leader. Bobby Pelland, the third, works his way to the rear bumper of Darling down into 3 and 4.
Top 2 nose to tail, stacked up double wide behind them as Lilly continues to hold on the outside. He and Mark Jenison are racing side by side. Jenison taking a look to the inside of Pelland down into turn 3. He's got Benoit right behind him. Pelland up top. Jenison down on the inside as they hit turn 1.
Off of turn 2, Dave Darling starting to check out. The battle intensifies for that second position. Pelland, Jenison as this contact. Trouble, yellow in the air,
a whole bunch
calamity.
of cars get stacked up here. Lilly and Benoit got together, and that gathers in the 48 of Rotundo, the 28 of Brightman, the 92 of Brady, the 16 of Fournier, all getting involved there. Mark Jenison, Rick Martin, your top 4. 5th is Chris Gomes. As they come off of turn number 4, there's a green flag. We're back underway.
10 cars left out there for a 32-lap sprint to the finish. Dave Darling, your leader. Bobby Pelland runs second. Mark Jenison third. Radical Rick Martin runs fourth. And Chris Gomes runs fifth down the backstretch. Single file here. They fan themselves out.
Billy Joris sits 6th. We haven't talked about him, and one of those low-dollar racers out there to enjoy himself, and a good top 10 finish will be good for him. Battle for second as Jenison is closed in on the 12 of Pelland. Right up on the back bumper, takes a look down to the inside off of turn number 4 and settles it back in behind.
Down the backstretch, Dave Darling, your leader. Bobby Pelland, the third, has his hands full with Mark Jenison running third here. Jenison right to the rear bumper of Pelland as Radical Rick Martin runs in fourth. Single file, 46 laps down, 29 to go.
Field has strung itself out down the back straightaway as they run for some rhythm now just to get this one closed out. Dave Darling in control, no surprise there. Bobby Pelland second. The 22 of Jenison third. Battle for the 6th spot. Kevin Casper takes a look to the inside of Billy Jors. They race side by side down off of turn number 4. Casper takes it away, and Lilly trying to follow through on the inside.
Single file up front, 1, 2, 3. Really back to the 7th position where the battle is between Jores and Lilly.
Jores settles back into 8th as they hit turn number 1.
50 laps complete at the stripe here. 25 to go for Dave Darling in the American Racer 75 here tonight. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Dave Darling out front, single file over Bobby Pelland and Mark Jenison.
Once again, Jeff Bellier's got that car on a rail just where David likes it. And he leads the charge through turns 3 and 4 and across the stripe one more time as he continues to click off some great laps at the front of the field.
As they fan out up front, Darling starting to get away from Bobby Pelland. Mark Jenison right there in the 3rd position as he is right on the back bumper of Bobby Pelland down the backstretch.
Kevin Casper looking to gain another spot and work himself up into the top 5 down underneath Chris Gomes. They race side by side off of turn number 4, and Casper takes that away as now he sets his sights on Rick Martin, the Phil's Propane number 88, working himself back up through the pack, trying to get a good finish here tonight.
As the top 3 have gotten away from 4th place Rick Martin. Rick Martin holds off Kevin Casper and Chris Gomes as he has the 4th position safely in tow right now, but the top 3, they are down into 1 and 2 as Rick Martin in 4th just heads into 1 and 2 now.
Casper closes in on Martin right up on the tail end off of turn number 2, now falls back about a car length as they hit turn number 3. That is the battle for the 4th spot. They run about a straightaway behind the top 3 as they click off some laps here in the 3rd mile as Dave Darling continues to dominate the latter portion of this race.
58 laps complete, 17 laps remaining. Dave Darling, your leader, out front of Bobby Pelland and Mark Jenison. That's your top 3. 10 cars still remain out there running. Rick Martin runs 4th, Kevin Casper 5th, Chris Gomes 6th, and in 7th is the 3 of Jeremy Lilly.
Casper gets underneath Rick Martin. That's the battle right now down the back straightaway. They're side by side through the corner. Casper slides it up just a little bit, edges out ahead of Martin at the stripe, puts the 88 up one more on the leaderboard. He is up to 4th place.
The battle continues down the backstretch. Safely give that to Casper now into 3 and 4. He takes over the 4th position as the leaders continue to fan out down the backstretch.
Martin tried a crossover move, but he came up just a little bit short. Falls back into the 5th spot. Gomes sits 6th. Battle for 7th. Ted Urquhart underneath Jeremy Lilly. They come off the corner. Urquhart will take that spot away, and he has moved up into 7th.
8th now goes to Lilly. 9th goes to Juarez as they continue single file out there. Your leader into 3 and 4, Dave Darling. 64 laps down, 11 laps remain. Is Dave Darling going to find his way back to victory lane? We will see in 10 laps.
It's going to take a mechanical failure to keep him out tonight because he is still running sub 12-second laps, sub 13-second laps as he rounds out the 3rd mile and has opened up a nice comfortable 8-car length advantage over Bobby Pelland. Pelland has about 12 car lengths on the 22 of Mark Jenison. Then it's another straightaway plus back to Kevin Casper. Casper running times that equals the top 3, just a long way behind.
67 laps complete as the leaders cross the stripe. 8 laps to go for Dave Darling as he outruns Bobby Pelland the 3rd, Mark Jenison 3rd, and Kevin Casper runs in the 4th position.
Billy Joris goes a lap down as Darling slides underneath him. Nice and smooth as that Water Whiz sponsored number 52, just as we expected him to be tonight. Off of turn number 4, 69 laps up on the board, and Dave Darling is on cruise control at the top of the leaderboard.
And the battle for the 4th position closes in. Casper has Radical Rick and Chris Gomes right behind him. 70 laps complete. 5 laps to go here. Off of turn 4. Casper continues to hold that 4th position over Rick Martin as the laps continue to wind down for Dave Darling here in the American Racer 75.
Good battle for 5th. Chris Gomes working his way underneath Rick Martin, trying to get his first career Pro Stock top 5. The rookie contender out of Rehoboth with a run down to the inside as they head down the back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway, Chris Gomes. It'll be 2 laps to go for the leader here as Gomes closes in on 5th position over Rick Martin.
Gomes edges out down into turn number 3. 2 laps to go that time at the stripe. Dave Darling coming down for the white flag off of turn number 4. Gomes up into the top 5 And one more time around for Dave Darling at the top of the field.
Dave Darling down the backstretch for the final time. No competition from second place into 3 and 4 for the final time. Dave Darling is your winner here in the American Racer 75. He takes home another win at Seekonk in dominating fashion here tonight.
Second place to Bobby Pelland. Mark Jenison will finish third. Fourth to Kevin Casper. Chris Gomes, his first top 5 in a pro stock here tonight. How about that? No surprise. Back into victory lane. It is things opened up early. Found himself racing for the lead in the first quarter of the race, and everything happened behind the black number 52. As he stops at the start-finish line, gets ready to climb out of the car, ladies and gentlemen, Darling. Dave, congratulations. The American Racer 75 tonight. The car was good. You got up front early, and then all the calamity happened behind you.
Yeah, I got to thank Billy Galloway, American Racer, for sponsoring the race. It was probably the longest 75 laps time-wise that we've ever done.
I think you're right on that.
Yeah, we were in the car for a while. Rain, red flags, things like that. I hate to see all those cars get tore up. There's really no need for it. I don't know what happened or whatever, but it stinks to see guys, wrecked that bad, and a lot of guys.
Yeah, it really was. It was tough for everybody to see. But fortunately for you, everything was behind you when it happened.
Yeah, that's usually where you want to be. If you're out front, I mean, I almost got cleaned out front. So, going into 3. Bobby got underneath me, and he raced me real clean. We were able to get back by him. And then, I think Vinny probably would have gave us a run the whole race, and he was pretty fast. He was going a little quicker than I wanted in the beginning, and 75 laps, you got to keep the tires under you.
It's got to feel real good getting back into victory lane here tonight, though.
Yeah, I got to thank Gary Johnson, Johnson Landscaping, Seekonk Grand Prix, my dad, Water Whiz Water Park. It's hot out. Go slide on some slides, see Wizzy the Frog, and whiz out. I got to thank Bristol Toyota Scion, Jeff Bellier, and Jeff we trust. He made some adjustments today. They were spot on. Thank my guys last week in the heat, pulling 2 transmissions out, and because we brought 2 cars, and that was a lot of work for them.
Well, tonight a little bit easier for you. Congratulations, and we've got some hardware coming in for you from American Racing Tire. Second place to Bobby Pelland, and Bobby, a good run. You got up there to second. A little bit of a taste of the lead, but man, that 52 is stout in these long races.
Yeah, he's really good. I think me and him in the long run were even. Ryan was reading me the times, but for like 5 laps after a restart, he just killed me. So real happy with the long run speed. Just got to get it to take off a little better. That red flag, 2 red flags didn't help. But I mean, I say it all the time. David is probably the best driver in Seekonk history. I grew up racing, like watching, him, Ray Perrin, Dick Houlihan, Chad Chase. So I truly believe if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So we just got to get better. Want to thank my dad, all my crew, everyone that helped out today. My buddy Jay, he's back out of the wheelchair, back in the pits helping. So I love having him back. All my sponsors, Cardinal and Company, A&A Auto Parts, Marchetti's Restaurant, Joe's Tree Service, Itzy & Co., Synergy Metal Recycling, Ocean State Oil, International CDL, just everyone that helps me.
Great job for a second here tonight. Bobby Pelland in the number 2 spot. And like this gentleman, he still has another race to go, but he's got a race to breathe. Third place finisher, Mark Jenison. And Mark, car looked good tonight on the long runs, the short runs, just like Bobby seems to be where the downfall might be.
Yeah, she was definitely lost a little tire there towards the end. We have to practice on them and stuff, so, they burn up a little bit. So, it was a good run tonight. I mean, I hate seeing, same thing, seeing these guys get all wrecked up and stuff. And, we want to race these guys clean, And, I got to thank my sponsors, Jim and Casey Richards. They are awesome. They helped me out tremendously. Mom Richards, Burton Construction, the Stefano Brothers, they helped me out awesome. Interstate Batteries, You know, of course, our troops and our first responders are pardon on it. They're number one. The troops, you know, everybody that comes here, tours every night, and, you know, we appreciate you and wish you guys didn't have to see such a tough race, but still hope you had some fun.
We definitely did. Congratulations. Good third place finish for Mark Jenison. How about a round?